Interesting draft all over, and we are going to be seeing Sion once again. It worked very well in game 2 for Ad. We'll be taking a look at that mid lane matchup a lot, just to see how that is going down. Jumping into the rift right now. Ooh, here we go. Might see, nope. They were thinking about, oh, they might go in again. But Beyond is up top too. So are they actually going to go on in? Nice stun onto Umti, and Ixu is eating a lot of damage. Forced to flash away, but he's going to go down. First blood to Sion on a botched dive there from Jin Air.
Frustration so far this match.
And hold that thought. Ian is around down at bot, and they have not seen this. Teddy pushing on forward. They want to burst him down. Really nice nether grasp. Snowflower might pay for it with his life. The Sicilian ultimate comes down onto him. The stun onto Teddy. Will it kill him? Yes, it will. Down he goes. 2 more kills going to MVP.
Does mean that now Maha and Max are basically going to be free to pick up an entire wave. Umti is forced out of the jungle to come here and now eat the wave, but they're now actually going to call in Ixu. And being called in, not so sure about that. I don't think.
Ocean Drake goes over to MVP just because they have control. Look how far up this lane is here for Ian.
Unfortunately for Ian, Ixu is itemized for physical damage.
He's going to attempt to make a play on Tagusan, but really just a desperation attempt here. Ed, can he land it? Okay, the flash away. He's trying to curve it on in. Is going to miss, but Teddy's all alone. Trying to move forward. He just barely dodges it, but that is going to be the end of his life as the cocoon lands. And down he does go. That's essentially the next easiest objective for them. See Maha getting to work, but has to be very careful. Oh, he's landed on a trap, and there we go. The nether grasp, a huge mistake. Maha just getting caught out there. Here comes Ed onto Ixu, and he's going to land into a wall. Kuzan coming from behind. Ian all alone, getting exhausted, trying to do something, but is going to be taken out in the end. And I mean, it was looking decent in the beginning of the game, but now this Zed is not being too... He's not getting too much damage on this map.
Completed. They might just want to wait for that before attempting Baron, but they have a different fight in mind.
Here we go, and the Cillian ult will come down, but they need to get really close on in there. They damaged Umti, but look at Ma, he's down there all alone. Might be able to get onto Teddy, that they do, but they're going to lose 2 for it. Ian, once again, he just gets exhausted and essentially does nothing. Is forced to back off. Now Ad, as tanky as he is, well, as I say that, will be able to turn into a car and get out of there. And over here on the right side, and finally they might get a chance to take out this tier 1. Caitlyn not really in position here to do a decent job of clearing that wave. Snowflower actually getting stunned up here, and there you go! He just disappears. And MVP is not going to commit to the turret just yet. Waiting for you, Elise, if you want to. Oh, nice! They're gonna land the arrow onto Teddy. That's a free kill. Nicely done. So those kind of low probability arrows I was talking about, one finally lands. Mistakes, going back and forth, and that's kind of what we got so far. Hold that thought. Snowflower is going to be stunned up, and the arrow actually catches him after the flash. Very nicely done. It was going to go wide, but actually Snowflower flashes right into the arrow. And, well, that I suppose will be the Baron, unless we can see a miracle steal out of Umti. To Ian trying to be very aggressive onto Teddy, and he does burst him down. There's that Zed pick finally coming forward, but will the Dragon go over? Oh, Umti's actually able to get that there. Oh, never mind. He's able to get the kill somehow onto Ian, and down goes the Baron over to MVP. Ed now pushing on forward. They want to get more kills on the back of this. Maha, though, getting very low. Ixu jumping in once again, Beyond with that damage of his, but no, it's not going to be enough. And now Ed is getting super low, and he goes down. What is going on? And Ed is trying to do some damage with the passive. Not going to happen.
Well, Brendan, you just said a moment ago that...
Okay, we got to be really careful about how we take these fights now. Because, as you said, a bit of a throw. Arrow, once again, not going to hit anything. Here comes Ad, all alone, but the rest of MVP to follow on up. He's going to stun up Stunflower, and the Cocoon follows up, and down he goes. No Nether Grasp for you. And, well, here this might be MVP being able to turn this one. Attempting to get a bit of damage here. Stun coming out of Zillion onto Ixu, but very, very tanky, and also with a Guardian Angel. So they're not going to push in any further.
Green Wings to resist this. The Baron does persist, but... Okay, well, Ixu...
I like the amount of stuns that they're able to chain up there. They force the Guardian Angel off. Where's Elise going to go, though? Uh-oh. Well, Zillion ult should keep her alive for now. Will go down. Nice redemption, though. Look at Ixu getting so much health back, and down goes Beyond. Ixu, though, very, very tanky, but not enough, as Maha just able to do free damage in the back. Very well being the Angel, but forced to recall here, as is Ad. Very tense right now. Oh, he's going to try to go for the burst play, but an immediate exhaust. But he does get him. So down he goes. There's the Zillion ult. Can he stay alive? Yes, he will. There's the teleport in from Ad, trying to get onto Kusan now. Can he do it? It looks like no, they're going to turn onto Ixu. He's forced to flash away. And now 5v4. It looks like MVP may be able to take something off of the back of this.
Chance potential. They have to be very careful right here. Zed doesn't have his ultimate available to him. Max doesn't have his ultimate either.
Look at MT, he wants to jump in, but the stun, and he cannot get in. Very nicely done there by Ad, and now he wants more. The Baron going on over to MVP. Down goes Ixu, and he will inevitably die once again here. So very nicely done by MVP this time around.
Out of recalling, as he just stays on the map for map pressure.
Nice bit of damage onto Kusan, forcing Max to go around the other way. Here comes the arrow, though. It's going to hit MT. He doesn't have any way to get out of there, and that's going to be a free kill. Nicely done by Maha, landing the arrows when it counts. And now look at this giant wave you were talking about. They have a nice bit of wave clear, but double cannon minions with the Baron buff is going to be enough, and they're going to burst it down immediately. Add in the front, so that's going to be the first inhibitor going over to MVP. Still at 15 seconds on Baron, and they have to be very careful about Ian coming around the right side. Uh-oh, Kusan not going to, oh, I think he is. Yeah, he is. He's going on in. There's the exhaust. Can it burst him down? Yes, it will. And that's really what that Zed is about. Really nice arrow on Teddy, but he immediately QSS is out of there. Maha now taking a lot of damage, but is going to get out alive. It looks like somehow Zed died in the back to Caitlyn. Now MD attempting to do some poke damage, get them out of here. The Baron buff.
For the upcoming Baron fight in a minute. They do get the red buff. Umti, though.
Yeah, big mistake. Face checking the brush, and he just disappears.
Gonna take full advantage of that, calling in the teleport on Ed. Would have preferred if they just waited to teleport him in on a minion to lock up the turret aggro, but in the end, it's not even gonna matter. Ian threatening any amount of damage from the side. Now they might just rotate down and look to raise the bottom turret. Taken.
Well, this looks like the final desperation fight here from Jinair. They cancel that TP, and oh boy, oh, very, very close, but here comes Ed. Not able to get the stun. He should be able to hear the double stun to both Snowflower and Eddie. They're both able to cleanse that. Ooh, nice nether grasp, but still gonna blow it all on Teddy there in the back. Snowflower's gonna go down. Teddy's super low in the back too. Ixu gets burned, and everybody is being burned, but still 2 members of MVP also lost to do a bunch of burst damage to Kuzan. Misses the damage, but oh, it actually resets there, but still not gonna matter. They're gonna have to hand that over to MVP. A delayed recall, and the multi-view here, ooh, we're gonna see that inhibitor being pushed. MVP, they respond by going for the Baron once again. Can we see the steal come in, or is there going to be another stun? Looks like Maokai was able to go back, and there was the teleport in. He flashes, but nothing doing here. And now it looks like Jinair's going onto the Baron. Ed is super low. He's actually going to recall. I think he's got to go in there. Here comes the redemption. And Beyond trying to make it work. Now Jinair is going to back off. This is just the never-ending fight, man. Okay, well now the inhibitor is taking damage. So now they actually have something to worry about. Who's going to go back and stop that?
The bottom wave is actually too big. That tower is going to fall. If MVP doesn't do something,
whoa.
Oh no.
Oh boy, Max, that's his ultimate down. That is huge. And oh, he lives somehow, some way. The rest of Jinair is gonna go in, but no, that's gonna be the Baron going over to MVP. Down goes Zed in the end. Max is somehow still alive. Ixu being bursted down, trying to get up to Maha in the back. Maha still alive somehow. The shield coming in. There goes Ixu. Finally, Maha goes down. That's going to be a couple of kills. Jin Air trying to make the miracle happen. Can they do it? It looks like they've held, and they've lost their top inhibitor, but somehow, some way, and look at this top wave, or the bottom wave you were talking about. Finally, Beyond goes back. So many traps going down to tier 2 makes it a lot harder, but with that big wave, they're trying to abuse the big wave to finally push on in. One more hit will do it. They're trying to get onto Ixu. They get the inhibitor. Ixu is so low. The redemption and so many shields. Can they actually get that damage down? Ed is healed. A couple more will do it. Beyond trying to get in, but Ixu is still alive. Finally, he goes down. GA pops there, and here comes Ian. The exhaust going down immediately. He just gets burned, and no damage. MVP, they are not able to push in. Up here it is the Elder Drake. And blue buff on Kuzan is going to be quite nice, because he can begin to poke down this team as long as he can get past Ed. Look at the damage coming out from Maha to this Elder Drake. The smite is going to be so important. Ed, he's taking a lot of damage. MVP forced to back up. Big stun though, lots of damage onto Ixu. The Elder Drake is not being taken out, it is still alive. Can he get it? Yes, he does. Jin Air is going to pick it up as the rest of MVP is zoned out of that one. Just the inhibitors, I think, had pushed the lanes in too far. And this is going to be burned down. You can see Ixu is attempting to get in there. Trying to leap on over. Is he going to go for the flash smite? He's going to get close. He jumps in, but no, it's going to go over to MVP. Nicely done by Beyond to catch that one. Finally, Ian jumps in and dies immediately once again. Is going to be the first casualty of the fight. Ian will be the second one eventually. It looks like he got Zillion ulted. Coming on up once again. Ian very low. Beyond trying to jump onto Teddy in the back. He's not going to get him. The stun coming up, but Teddy finally goes down. Ixu very low. Ed trying to be a hero. Only Snowflower and Kuzan left up. Ixu going to come up, and no, he's going to go down. And that is going to be it. Finally, in the last minute, 62 minutes into the game, MVP finally take the fight after the Baron. And
Smite win against Beyond, and MVP finally take down the Nexus at 63 minutes.